First and foremost, I want to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to Yahweh by Sham Yahavashai, Bahasham, Bahavakar Kwadash. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, I mean a very few, brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in hopes of being saved within these last days. And thank you, Yahavashai, for giving me another day to be able to come out here and preach this word. Because it's so important that we can come out here and preach this word. Oh, yeah, a lot of serious things are going down, brothers. They tried to hit me. What was not the retinal cortex? What's the left side? They tried to hit me again. Well, they did hit me in my frontal lobe again with some technology. Why? To try to stop me from speaking the truth. But we're back out here. They could use their energy weapons, their utility vans. We're going to tell you. We're going to tell you nothing but the truth. I promise to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. This program, apparently you're on some type of program. You're on a satanic watch list. There's a bounty on your head, basically. So Satan has put a bounty on your head by using someone in the physical. The person that put up the money could have been a politician. It could have been someone you annoyed, you pissed off. But there is a bounty, spiritual bounty on our heads. And it's involving certain groups and certain organizations. You have utility workers following you from construction, every form of construction, whether that's Conway, whether that's I don't know all the names. Conway, um, I don't know. They got different names, right? You have a bounty on your head. Utility workers, Prime, Amazon Prime, but it's not just going to be any worker. It's going to be workers that are part of an organization. So it have to be Freemasonry or cult members. It's not everyone within the organization. Example, if you have cult members within Sainsbury's, it's only going to be the cult members within Sainsbury's that do what they do. Is this making sense? So it's a satanic program you're placed on. The people that are watching you, they're Satanists. So you have, long story short, you have Satanists watching you and stalking you and trying to get you out of here. It's not everybody. Now it seems like everybody because the God of this current world right now is Satan. That's why it seems like everybody. Now we're going to get straight to the scriptures. Ecclesiasticus chapter 13. And they just follow you around all day or watch you. They can't follow you all day. They watch you because they have to do things as well. It's a satanic program. Keep telling you this, bro. Observe, check this out. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in the peril of your overthrowing. So we have to be observant now. Every time you're going out, you have to be observant and take good heed. We're trying to set you up some way, somehow. That's what they're trying to do. That's what Gangshook is based upon. But if you got the Lord Jehovah protecting you, you don't have to worry about none of those things. But you're still observant of who comes around you, who's in your energy, who's out to get you. It's satanic, bro. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in the peril of the overthrowing. When thou hearest these things, awake though in thy sleep. It says, observe and take good heed. So when you see these things, you're supposed to be observing it and take heed to the warning. There's many people, they're not here today. Why? Because they were not taking heed to the warnings that were in front of them. They were not taking heed. There's people that are trying to get you in trouble. There's people that are trying to get you harmed. Yeah, there's people that this program, they're trying to get you. How do I know? Because I know about it. I know about this program. So there's actually people that are trying to get you harmed. So we got to do everything we can to the best of our ability to remain in this truth. Here's another gang stalker. He'll walk past soon. The program's real. And who do they have on this program? All types of people, bro. Bro, they even hire traffickers as well. Traffickers is a big part of the program. They hire criminals that just got out, but they're given less time if they watch someone. The police will basically say, yeah, watch this person. They're given less time. So it's a criminal enterprise. A lot of people are saying it's, what's that word? A lot of people are saying it's, I forgot the word. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? A lot of people say it's, organized crime. It is organized crime, bro. It's this, that's organized crime. But it's a satanic program. Now, how you gonna get yourself out of it? Well, you can't. You have to remain in the words of Yahushua because he's everywhere, right? He's everywhere. So the only thing we can do is just remain in the word, the secret place of the Most High. They really tried to mess my head up today, but I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling cool, right? Bro, I'm telling you, the technology weapons and all that, they use all of them things there. Neighbors, they use your neighbors, they use your community, they use anyone. They try to turn them against you because they hate it. There's people that like you, admire you. They don't like that. This based on slander. This based on making you look a certain way to the public. But as long as you stay settled, well, that's gonna annoy them because whatever they're trying, it's not working. Now they can get on their phones and follow you, right? You see that car just put up there. You see that guy just put up there. He has to piss off now. They can get in there. They can get in their cars and follow you, but that doesn't hold much weight. It don't hold weight because if someone has to do that, then there's something that's wrong, right? There you go. There you go. Oh yeah, they can get on your phones. Well, what route did he take? Did he do a U-turn? Did he go there again today? It doesn't matter. You shouldn't be watching that anyway. See? So let them tell on themselves. Stay in this words, man. They want to remove you from the words. It's a criminal enterprise. Criminals trying to basically scapegoat with data, technology, and a bit of DNA and a bit of deep fake. And getting in the judge's ear and corrupt police as well. That's how this thing is done. Everybody knows. Everybody's speaking about this type of thing now. There's more people that are finding out about this program, man. Okay? Their whole thing is to set out to destroy your life, basically. That's the whole purpose, to destroy your life. And every aspect of it, basically. Which they haven't done already. They haven't done a good job of that. At all. They haven't done a good job at all. This was supposed to destroy every aspect. So if you turn a right corner, someone was supposed to be there. If you turn the left corner, someone was supposed to be there. If you go straight, someone was supposed to be there. If you go back, someone was supposed to be there. It was designed to do that. It was designed to have you trapped where there's nowhere else, and you just perish. That's what it was designed to do. So you see why I'm still compassionate. I'm still compassionate, but you see why I am the way I am towards people. And that's not negative. I keep my distance with certain people. This was designed to get you up out of it. Or to have you in a straitjacket. That's what it was designed to do. So hold on. All these people that are doing it, they've agreed to do that. They've agreed to it. That's what I look at the world in a whole different light now. I'm not I haven't become bitter because it's designed to make you bitter, to hate people. Be careful, don't be bitter. But I look at the world in a different light now. This was designed to destroy you physically and mentally. That's society, bro. That's what they don't want you to know. This society. And a lot of these people will walk past you with a smile. Hello, are you okay? Nah, bro. No, bro. Yahushua gives his men the sermon. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes because I'm talking too much. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in the peril of the overthrowing. You're walking in the midst of an overthrowing. So at any given time, Your steps could be overthrown if you're not rooted in Yahweh Shai. When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep. When you're hearing about these things, brothers, that's time to awake out of that sleep and slumber, brother, because you have to be alert. You have to be alert around your surroundings, the people around you, right? I was set up to fail. Someone set me up to fail. A lot of the time, guess who it is? Someone closest to you. Because the only one that can do that is someone that knows you or that knows of you. A stranger can't do that because a stranger don't know you. But I'm not here to try to figure out who this is. This is it. No, it would have to be someone that knows you, someone that you had some type of bond or connection with. Love the Lord Yahweh Shai with all thy life. Call upon him for thy salvation. We got to call upon Yahweh Shai. They've been trying to wear me out, bro. With energy weapons, with witchcraft, with speech, with everything. Everything. Right? And call upon him for thy salvation. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. Every beast is gonna cater to their like. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to his kind, and a man must cleave to his like. Boxers hang with boxers. Footballers hang with footballers. Prophets hang with prophets. Um, Scumbags hang with scumbags. Right? Alcoholics hang around with alcoholics. Construction workers hang around with construction workers. Pedophiles hang with pedophiles. Righteous men hang with righteous men. Cricket men hang with cricket men. Every man will cleave to his like. This was supposed to get you up out of here, bro. This was supposed to destroy you. You were supposed to be on the floor, just groveling and, bro. I haven't told you everything because some things are just too. Some things are too extreme for me to tell you. I can't tell you everything, bro. Because if I did tell you, it's so extreme. It's so extreme, you wouldn't believe it. That's how extreme it is. All I'm saying is, people, they're not as nice, as good as you as they make out to be. That's what I'm saying. It's quite extreme, but I'm not going to tell you everything because Yahweh Shai says there's a time to speak and there's a time to keep silence, right? There's a time to speak and there's a time to keep silence. All I'm going to say is, I strongly believe through proof and evidence that there's certain networks operating, and these networks, they worship Satan. And if you're not in their club, they want to make things very, 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 very difficult. It's a big club and you ain't a part of it. They want to make things very, very, very difficult for you. And if they want, they can infiltrate your family as well. They can infiltrate a lot of things. They can infiltrate your estate agents. They can infiltrate your hospital. I want to put it that way. It's networks. I've told you about narcissistic networks, which is tied to Freemasonry. What's narcissism? It's emotional abuse. That's what narcissism is. So anytime you're thinking, well, what's the signs of Freemasonry? It's emotional abuse designed to wear you down so you can comply to a system that don't even accept you anyway. This thing's deep. This thing's deep. This thing's deep. And what fellowship have the wolf with the lamb? What lambs out here? What sheep? What communion do we have with wolves? None. Because a wolf is seeking to eat, to devour, right? To devour the sheep. So the sinner with the godly, what communion does the sinner with the godly? None. Because they're opposite. They're two opposites, brothers. Bear me just a minute. They're two opposites. So because they're two opposites, hold on just a minute. You're not gonna have nothing in common. That's why you have to have brothers around you that understand what you're going through. Because here it is, you're going to the world about your problems. Here it is, you're going to the world about your problems. You're going to certain individuals about your problems, and they're the ones that are participating in your problem. Do you get it? Oh, how was your day today? Well, not so good. This happened, and that happened. And you're telling that person, and that person that you're telling is that same demon that's perpetrating. See, that's how it's designed, bro. It's designed to have you in a place of what's it? Distress. Oh no, there's no way out. No, the way out is Yahushua. Yahushua said in John 14. Hold on just a minute. Of course, there's a way out. Don't believe the hype. It's just people that are situated in different parts of where you're going. That's who it is. Because they're still working, right? They still have to work. But they're told, remember, someone tells them because they're under orders via conformity. Romans 12. Be not conformed to this world, but be renewed, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So we're transformed by the renewing of our minds. They're not. They're conformed to this world. So they have to watch you. Why? Because they're conformed to this world. Right? They chose that. They chose to watch you. Nobody has forced them. That's what they've chose to do. Okay? That's what they chose to do. To be slaves. Right? You see it, right? They're coming out now. They're coming out now. You see it. They've chosen that life to be slaves. Brothers, I've dealt with this every day for about 7 years. From when I was aware. It was probably even longer. These are groups, organizations. They have a lot of funding. A lot. They have a massive, massive budget. Told you everything you need to know. But I don't want you to focus on it. I want you to be aware of it. So you know how to move when you're out here. Yes, people said, you can't be harmed. No, there's been a multitude of people that have died. This whole thing about you can't die, it's only a game. No, people are dying. Because there's certain things they have not told you. There's setups, bro. There's torturing. There's things they have not told you about this. And there's things they haven't also told the public. The perpetrators, they're not told everything that's happening. They're just told to do this and do that. They're not told everything. They're not told every detail. Do you even know about the electrocution? How they electrocute people? Have they even told you about that? Bro, they're not telling you half of the stuff, bro. They're not telling you how they put gases in your house as well, certain gases, and release them gases, which are toxic if you breathe in. Have they told you that? They ain't told you that. They ain't told you none of that. Have they told you how they put poison your food? Have they told you how they poison your food? Have they told you that? How they get the chicken shop man to poison your food? To put a separate chicken? Have they told you that? They haven't, have they? You got a stomachache for like 3 or 4 days. Bro, this is real. It's real, brother Kusha. Real. See what else we got. We're gonna go to Nahum 1:7. The Lord Jehovah is good and a stronghold. Remember, he's our stronghold. in the day of trouble. Whew. So there's trouble here. So we got to lean on Yahweh Shai for deliverance, for safety. I don't want anyone to go through what I've been through. I don't want anyone to go through that. You know? Yahweh Shai, he went through it. He's the ultimate example. But I don't want anyone having to go through that. This is why I'm doing this lesson. So you can make the right maneuvers. You can do what you need to do. People are no longer people anymore. They're like bots, demonic bots, just being told what to do. There's someone like that, you can't trust them. If someone could just be told what to do and they could just believe it, can't trust them. You hear that? See, them demons don't like it. Move on. Bro, it's a program. You're bigger than the program as well. You're bigger than it. And he knows those who trust in him. Yahweh knows those that trust in him. My body's aching. Why? Because they use low frequencies to try to keep me in a low. They're doing it with everybody, by the way. There's more perps. There's more perps. So you're gonna see the perps. So they're also using low frequencies to keep you so you're lazy. They need to keep you lazy, unproductive. But I thought, no, I'm gonna get up. I want to get up because I know how my body works, my internal system. So this is what they're doing, cheating. They're using energy frequencies and weapons to lower your energy and try to harm you and discredit you. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. One may say, well, have you got any proof of that? Yeah, I do have proof. Yeah, I have proof. Okay, I have proof. And it says, what with an overflowing flood, he will make an utter end of his place, and darkness will pursue his enemies. So darkness is going to pursue our enemies. It is pursuing them. Real brothers need to know, bro. You know what brothers go through to come out here and get this word out? You know what brothers go through? Woo! If you knew, bro. The only thing you see is the videos. That's all you see. The videos. It looks nice, isn't it? Nah, bro. There's so much more that happens, bro. Take a walk in my shoes. Take a walk in my shoes for a day, and you ready see how much, bro. It's not as easy as it looks. That's why it's not as easy as it looks, right? Because if it was easy, guess what? I'm thinking of Matthews now. Right there goes another one. There goes another one. Oh, for sure. There goes another one. Contractor. I told you that they hire private contractors as well, bro. They're the ones that are doing some types of neural monitoring, the energy, yeah, all them things there. Let's see what else we got. So if it was easy, guess what? Most people would be doing what you're doing. There's a reason why they're not doing what you're doing. There's a reason why. We're gonna go to Matthews. Because you have people that look what we do. Oh, it's just the way he does it. It's just how he does it. That's easy. I could do that. Go do it then. Because the truth is that you can't do it. More perks. The truth is you can't do it. Because if you could, you would be doing it. That's the truth of the matter. Matthew 7. Running a criminal enterprise on people, man. We're going to go to Matthew 7 or 6. Broad is the way that leadeth to life. Now, so like broad is the way that leadeth to death. And many there be that go in there and find it. Just go to Matthew 7 and 13. Enter by the narrow gate. This is narrow. This is heavy right here. Narrow. And you see the gates, right? This narrow gate. Enter. Narrow is a straight path. It's difficult to enter in. Difficult. Not everybody, brothers, not everybody can do this. Not everybody's cut out to do this. Yahushua has to select you to do it, or then you can't. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. It tells you wide. That wide gate is so broad, it's so big. It doesn't require any type of discipline. You can just do what you want. That's why it's so broad. Broad and wide, and that leadeth to destruction. So therefore, a lot of these people, they're on a massive path to destruction. Massive path to destruction. We're on a massive path of what? Elevation. They've got the honeypot now in pink. You know, they send the women as well. Look up. They send the women, Baba Kasha. So we're on a path of the narrow path. Hello, Baba Kasha. He said, thank you, Baba Kasha. They try to offshoot. That's a Freemasonry. Where they try to offshoot their sins as well. She said, thank you. Be careful of all that. Satan also needs sacrifices. Did you know that? What are your occult and all that? Remember, they get weak. They need sacrifices. That's why brothers have to be aware. Brothers have to be aware. This is a mind control program. I want to say this again. This is a mind control program. So how do you beat a mind control program? By not giving your mind to it. By not giving your mind to it. It's all based on your energy, your attention, what you're giving attention to. So it does say, and there are many who go in by it, because narrow is the gate, difficult is the way, which leads to life. There are few who find it. Whew. Narrow is the way, difficult. So it's not easy, it's difficult. Oh yeah. Nobody said this would be easy, brothers. It's difficult. Only a few brothers are entering in. Because it is difficult. But we got to keep pressing on. More people are coming out now. Yeah, we got to keep pressing on. More people coming out now. Right? It's these groups. But again, we can't worry about that. What's happened is happened. We got to give all that to Yahweh Shai. All of it. What they're doing to you is cruel. It's cruel. It's grotesque. I'm telling you. You don't, bro. A lot of you don't know what's going on. It's grotesque, bro. See what else we got. And you do have a trace. Of course you have a trace. I had the trace today to come out, teach this word. You have a trace. People act like they don't. Oh, my boss, my handler told me to do it. So what did you say? Did you say yeah or no, I'm not doing it? You said yeah, right? You agreed. You conformed. Well, when the Heavenly Father and His Son ask you, why was you doing what you were doing up on earth? You're going to need to ask. Well, why? Oh, because my boss told me. I don't know. My boss told me. I'm just doing it because the group are doing it. Think. Think before you act. These people are acting before they're thinking. And they're getting punished for it as well. Oh no, someone high up told us to do it. Okay. But you still had a trace. Whether you were going to do that thing or not, you still had a trace in it. You still had a trace in the matter. About what were you going to do? So you can't blame. Now you've done that. You can't blame and try to offshoot what you've done on someone else. Oh, but he made me do it. If I didn't, no. People are looking for a reason. Looking for a reason. Or if you wouldn't have acted that way, I wouldn't have. No. Everything you're doing, you're gonna have to answer for. Because with every action, there's a reaction. That's the laws, the spiritual laws in place. With every action, there's a reaction. The law of reaping and sowing. As a man soweth, he shall also reap. Here they come, this man with the buggies. They love the children. We told you about the children and all that as well. Remember, these people are part of clubs, right? They'll be weaponizing children as well, making you look like you're a bloody peds when brothers ain't peds. But they will weaponize that. And they will do it on a daily to make you look that way. Because now people are going to say, hold on, why is there always prams? Anywhere he goes, why is there always prams and children in these videos? He ain't a ped, is he? Narrative. Remember, programs based on narrative. By any means necessary. Satan's looking at you. No, I need to get him on something. Anything. Anything. Sometimes you have you could be in a park, and guess what? Sometimes they will have a woman, or teen walk past you while you're teaching, just by yourself, just to see what you're gonna do, just to see what you're gonna do. And a lot of the times they will have a headset. Don't get it twisted. They have a headset. They have a device, and you're being recorded. If you're talking to someone, you're being recorded. This is, bro, I'm just telling you. I'm just letting you know. Sometimes they could put something on the floor on purpose to see if you're gonna pick it up. You're being spiritually surveilled, man. I'm just letting you know you're being spiritually surveilled. Witches, warlocks, covens, groups, even groups, cults, right? Organizations. It's real. It's not made up. But you overcome by this right here. You just hear that guy, that worker. He said, "Shut up." Yeah, them demons don't. Them demons don't want you speaking. Them demons are like, Satan's like, "Shut up." Satan's like, "Shut up." That's what Satan's like. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You become a threat. The moment you step into the light, you become a threat to those in darkness. That's why he watches you. I should have brought some water out. I'm feeling dehydrated already. I think it's them energy weapons. Yeah. So this is what happens, man. Because them energy weapons, guess what they do? They deplete you of oxygen. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water, right? Oh yeah, the Satan's, he's ruthless, man. And they're ruthless, man. So we got to keep going. Yeah. Keep going. And don't give up. I always say, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. I know you have to go through this, but there's a reason behind it. Even through suffering, there's reasons behind it. There's things we can learn. Okay. It's a bit worrying. You know why? Because if they can harm you without anyone seeing, they will. That's the worrying. That's the worrying part. If they can, but with the Lord Jehovah Shai's permission. That's why I always say, stay safe. Stay safe. Mm. When you got people trying to get next to you, get close to you. Stay safe. This is Second Timothy's. Hold on just a minute. Second Timothy's 2:26, and they may be come to their senses. Lord willing. Some of these people come to their senses. Lord willing. You just want people to just come to your senses, man. Okay? And escape the snare of the devil. Lord willing. Some of these people will actually come to their senses, see what they're doing is wrong, and be delivered from what the captive. And escape the snare of the devil, having been taken captive by him to his will. Mm-mm. So the majority of people that we see, they're actually taken captive, grabbed up, trafficked. They're being trafficked by the devil, basically, and doing his will. That's why you see these actions that you see that are very grotesque and cruel, because there's a demon in their head telling them do that thing, speaking to them, telling them to do that evil. Yeah, go and do that evil. Yeah, go follow him to the store. Yeah, 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 yeah. Grab something, grab something. Go do this. That's a spirit in their air telling them what to do. Your perps, they're controlled by demonic spirits. Your Freemasons, I've told you, they're controlled by a familiar spirit, right? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Really trying to wear brothers down, they are, bro. Really trying to wear brothers down. Make sure you're controlling your breathing as well. Breathing in, breathing out. Slow breathing, brother. Slow breathing. They couldn't handle what you go through. They couldn't handle it, bro. That's why they are where they are. We are where we are. I'm rejoicing now that you're able to suffer for your Habasha's sake. Rejoicing now. Ah, this is hold on just a minute. Need to lean upon this thing. Revelations 14 and 13. Then I heard a voice from heaven saying to me, Right, blessed are the dead who die in the Lord Jehovah from now on. Yes, says the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors. Certain brothers, you ain't gonna need to worry anymore. You're gonna be at rest. And their works follow them. Whew. Thinking about the scripture yesterday. And their works follow them, brothers. Yet their works will follow them. The works they've put in will follow them. Well, this labor's not in vain. Your works are gonna follow you, man, to the kingdom. I think we're doing this for no reason, right? Yeah, bro. Everything you were going through, your story's already written. Legacy is already the legacy. It's already written. Daniel's 2. Right? I'm thinking about Daniel's 2. Hold on. Let's go to Daniel's 2. Not Daniel's 12. This is Daniel's 12. And we're going to jump straight to verse 1. And at that time, your people shall be delivered. Everyone who is found written in the book. Who's going to be found written in the book? It's going to tell you. And many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt, some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt. There's going to be some that wake to what shame. Why? Because what they were doing upon earth. It was based on what you was doing upon earth. And to everlasting contempt. And those who are wise shall shine at the brightness of the firmament. So brothers are shining more and more and more. And those who turn many to righteousness, like the stars forever and ever. But you, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end. Shut it. Seal it. When was the time of the end? When Yahushua was born. Really? Hold on. Yeah, it was really when Yahushua was crucified, because he said, It is done. That was the time of the end. That was the beginning of the end. That's when Satan's lost, was defeated. As soon as Yahushua was crucified, that was it. The devil no longer has no authority over a true believer in Yahushua. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. Knowledge is increasing now. You notice that? All the information you need is there. Knowledge is increasing. When I, Daniel, looked and there stood two others, Baba Kishar, on this riverbank and the other riverbank. And one said to the man clothed in linen, who was above the waters of the river, how long shall the fulfillment of these wonders be? Right? Yeah, they're scared, Baba Kishar. Shook. Baba Kishar, shook. Baba Kishar. So it's the firmament, standing up on the firmament. Right? This is some real stuff, brothers. Do not be fooled. Hold on just a minute. Ah, buddy, you know, bro, I tell you, bro, they be trying to wear you down. They be trying to wear brothers down. Anytime we come out here, anytime we speak, probably about 30 people have walked past on the other side. 30 people. So it's all just by design, bro. The whole thing, Satan, he wants to wear you down. So you're gonna see a lot of repetition as well. Right? A lot of repetition. Same repetition. Because they figured we're just gonna do the same thing again and 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 again. And eventually he's just gonna stop. But that's what they believe. That's what Satan believes. Because he doesn't want you having any type of joy. He doesn't want you serving the Lord. You gotta understand this, brothers. What people have given themselves over to. You have to understand what they've given themselves over to. See what else we got. It's easy. When you understand this, you don't fret. We operate in your Habashini spirit. And that's what's going to keep us. It's a cold world. It's a cold, cold world. Very cold. What have we got? What have we got? Hold on. I want to go to Luke 22, and I want to jump straight to 19. This is my body, which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me. My body. The Passover. Passover just went, right? Right? But in remembrance of who? In remembrance of Yahweh Shai. The Passover, yeah, it was in remembrance of Yahweh Shai. Likewise, he also took the cup after supper, saying, this cup is the new covenant in my blood. Spoke about the new covenant yesterday, which is shed for you. But behold, the hand of my betrayer is with me. The hand. Judas, because he dipped his hand, right, into that sock. And the hand of my betrayer is with me on the table. Truly the Son of Man goes as it has been determined by prophecy. But woe to that man whom he is betrayed. Judas. You're always gonna have a You're always gonna have a Judas. Always, brothers. Always gonna have a Judas amongst you. Always gonna have someone around you to sell you out. So if you are by yourself, that is better, because it's gonna be harder. Not that someone can't sell you out, but it's gonna be harder to sell you out. You've always had Judases. Always. And what was Judas concerned with? Money. That was Judas' main concern. Money. Watch out for people that are always talking about money and nothing else. Just money alone. Always got to be cognizant of those things right now. Always talk about money. Always talk about finances. He was sold. He sold them out. He sold them out. Then they began to question among themselves which of them was who would do this thing. Right? So they were worried. The disciples were worried. Who is it? Who's the betrayer? And that obviously that later got revealed. We're gonna go to John 6. You never sell out your own, bro. You don't sell your own out, bro. This is deep, bro. You don't sell your own people out. But it happens every day, bro. People selling people out. This is John 6, and we're going to jump straight to this, right? Verse. All right, hold on just a minute. We're going to jump straight to the top. Therefore, many of his disciples, when they heard this, said, "This is a hard saying." And the same as when Yahushua said, "Eat my flesh, because my flesh, eat my flesh, my bread is flesh, and my blood, drink my blood," right? And so forth. Which is symbolic, it's metaphorically speaking, right? You're partaking in the sufferings when you do that. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. See, there's this scriptures are spoken in a parabolic sense. And it says, when Yahushua knew in himself that his disciples complained about this, he said to them, "Does this offend you? What then if you would see the Son of Man ascend where he was before? It is the Spirit who gives life. The flesh profits nothing. The words that I speak to you are spirit." Says it. The words I'm speaking to you, they're spirit. Bro, they are spirit. And they are life. But there are some of you who do not believe. So, in the midst of all that, guess what? Yahushua knew there was some standing that didn't really believe. He knew. Why? Because he could read minds. He's the Messiah. For Yahushua knew from the beginning who they were who did not believe and who would betray him. And he said, "Therefore I said to you that no one can come to me unless it has been granted to him by the Father." By the Father. Can't just say, "Oh, you got you got a lot of madness coming on. Yeah, I'm gonna go to church, I'm gonna pretend I'm righteous." You can't do that unless you go to the Father. You can't come to the Father except you go through Yahushua. From that time, many of his disciples went back and walked with him no more. Why? Because they were offended at the sayings, man. That's why it says in John 16, "Blessed is he," I think it's what, John 16? "And many shall be offended and betray one another," right? "Deliver you up to synagogues," man. Offense, the spirit of offense is in the air, bro. You know how many people they get offended? They get offended at what we're saying. Enough people get offended at what we're saying, you know. They get angry. Hebrews 4 and 12. They get discombobulated. This is like a god. This is like a god-forsaken world, man. And from that time, many of his disciples went back and walked with him no more. Then Yahushua said to the 12, "Do you also want to go away?" But Simon Peter answered him, "Lord," Yahushua, "to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. Where else are we going to go? Where, where else are we going to go? You have the words of eternal life. Where can we go?" You see? Oh, my data's running out. We're going to have to free up some. Where else can we go? You have the words of eternal life. In that mentality, the mentality, brothers. We can't go nowhere else. Well, you're gonna go back into the world. Well, hold on. That's not gonna work. Because if you go back into the world, hold on, you were just cursing out the world a minute ago. You were just cursing them out, saying you hate it, don't love it. Now you're back in the world. They're not gonna respect you. You might as well stay in this truth. Stay in the truth, man. Don't go back there. And it does say they're trying to hit me with some energy weapons now as well. Don't know if it's coming from that location or that location. They try to do that, right? Try to what they call it? Your bows, give you a watery bow. And this is the type of things they're doing, but this is secretly they're doing it. And it says, I told you they use private contractors to do all this thing. The private contractors follow you in vans, bro. Remember they have bio bio residents, and it says Baba Kushah, John 6. Where was we gonna shut off? We were shut off. But Simon Peter answered, Lord, where should we go to? Verse 70, Yahushua answered them, did I not choose you, the 12? And one of you is a devil. 12 of them were chosen. One was a devil. Out of them 12. There's always one. And devil just means deceiver, deceiver. Brothers, there's always one that will sell you, that's willing to go that extra mile and sell you out, sell you down the river. Mm-mm-mm. He spoke of Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon, for it was he who should betray him, being one of the 12. Right? It happens. It happens, man. Right? Trying to use energy weapons on people. Unbelievable. Outside, bro. Not even outside, bro. How is it outside? You got people trying to use energy weapons. Unbelievable. That's why, you know what? Let's stay faithful. Yahushua's coming. And guess what he's gonna do? Deliver his elect. Just stay faithful. That's what you need to do. Okay, Baba Kusha. I'm gonna shut off here. And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful elect. I try to keep my concentration as focused as possible. Just know brothers are dealing with things, high level warfare. And shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.